Welcome back to No Budget DIY. Well, it's time to get back at that Dimebag Darrell Great Southern Trendkillers Replica guitar kit. I'm ready to just about wrap up putting on the red coats, and we'll hopefully in this video, my goal is to finish the back, shooting the red, getting it sanded down one more time, shooting the red, letting that dry, then flipping it back over and doing the stripes for the white, and we'll get those stripes done. And then when that's done, I don't know if we'll have enough time in this video, but we'll try is get the blue on, and the way I'll do that again is I'll go ahead and mask out over the white that I want to keep and put stars over the where the stars got to go, a sticker, paint the blue, then peel those stickers and tape off, and we'll have the rebel flag. Okay, where do we look at now? Okay, so this is how the front looks. Again, I've got like 3 coats of Stumac Torino red. It's not quite the red that I wanted, but it actually is looking pretty good. So I'm not going to sand it again till after I start getting some clear on it and getting the other stripes on it. It looks pretty good. Again, I'll show you there. Came out real good. The only bad thing about this is every time I do the painting, I take off the tape so it doesn't embed itself in the fretboard, but I still am going to need to resand these frets because of tape residue, but it's coming out great. Again, the back is partially sanded, and I need to now put some sandpaper. Again, this prepping weapon, even though I had a subscriber say, or a comment say, just, use a piece of wood, do whatever. I really like this because of the size it is. It fits a standard sheet of sandpaper. You trim it off so it's not so wide because it is thin, but it's really good for doing a bigger area and getting it more leveled down. Again, the grain shows a little bit through here, but after this next coat, it's almost gone. So that's the way I did the front. Again, we're getting close, and hopefully we'll get those stripes on. And then once the stripes are on, it'll just be shooting clear and cutting back to clear. Again, I've been looking at, and I'm going to grab a little piece of tape here just to see how this works out. When I was looking at the photos, it looks like the top stripe on this corner of the guitar is not like straight. So what I would imagine is that I would go like so and go up here with the stripe for this side, and if I look here, it's pretty close to what the picture is. And again, I'm working off of a picture, so that would mean that I would need the other half of the stripe. And I'll just do this so that we can take a look. Needs to be down here and would go up, and according to the picture, it goes right across the corner of the pickup up here. So that actually looks like I could probably do it all in one shot like that, and then do all in one shot on the other side as well. So that actually looks like it'll line up better than I thought it would. It is exactly what the tuners in the picture, the control knobs are at an angle towards the edge, just like these are here. The first star starts down here at the bottom, and so yeah, this will be cool. And again, I'm not going to use this masking tape because it doesn't have a smooth edge, so I do have some smooth edge, thin 1/8 inch masking tape, and then I'll mask on top of that, so that way we get a nice smooth line when we do it. That's gonna look pretty good. I'll make sure I measure it out so that it's even all the way up, but that's pretty good. I'm not gonna leave this tape on there because tape has a tendency to soak into fresh paint and leave the tape marks on it, and I don't want that to happen on this. And I'll get back to you guys in just a few minutes as soon as I get my sandpaper loaded and my water changed here, and we'll get this thing going. Thanks. Okay, welcome back. I put a couple of more coats of red on the back of the body. My goal is red. I'm not really so critical on finish right now. It's still seeping a little bit of sap or wood oil. It does that in little tiny bubbles as they come through. The grain's just not filled that well. I probably should have used the epoxy, but I had the same experience on the front, and it turns out fine after a couple of sandbacks. So again, my goal is to get red on the body, and that's the back of the guitar now. That's the front of the guitar, and so it is red, and that was my goal. So again, at this point, one more 600 or 800 grit sanding on the back of the guitar, and then I'll put one more coat on it. But I just want to let this dry up before I turn it back over and work on the stripes on the front. So for now, I'll get back to you in just a few minutes. Well, it'll be a few minutes for you. Could be a couple hours for me. But I got to let it get dry, and then we'll come back. But again, I mean, I'm not complaining. This looks hella cool. Very, very cool. And I'm excited about getting it done. Most definitely. Okay, back with you. I did create a little short on me masking out the stripe on the guitar here. My goal was to go ahead and get it all masked out, and so I could spray the white stripes on first. Now I'm not going to spray little thin white stripes. I'm painting the entire stripe white. Then I'm going to mask off the white and put on some sticky stars so that I can spray the blue. And when I pull up the sticky stars and the tape for the stripe, the white stripe is there and the stars are there and the blue is there. So I did paint the white today, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. This was a fun job, an interesting job, and I can't tell you how much fun this is. So if you like what we're doing, please like, share, and subscribe. And here's the great reveal on where we are now. How is that for cool, right? We now have the back, like I said, painted, and we also have the front painted with the white stripe. Looks very cool. This now just needs to have the blue stripe, which I'll basically have to mask out the white I want to keep and put on the sticky stars on top of the white, and then I'll spray the blue, and then hopefully we'll wind up with this picture. Once again, I'm working from a picture, so this in itself is difficult to tell exactly how everything is masked out. I'm getting pretty close. I think I'm pretty close. But what I will do is I'll say I'm going to take some artistic liberties here in how I lay out these stripes. So if they're a little further around, or they're not quite ending on the horns where the Dimebag Darrells did, I'm doing what I can. Again, I'll take the artistic liberties because I'm just working from a picture. I've never seen this guitar in person. If I had one in my hands, I could be able to, excuse me, replicate, you know, everything. But in the meantime, this is how it looks today. We've got the white stripe on it. In the next video, we'll have the blue stripe, which will then make the white stars and the white stripes on the edge show up again. Again, this is No Budget DIY. This is a fun hobby, and this is a lot of work. And I mean, I can't believe how much work this is. But once again, just doing something like this, to see it like this today, that just like makes it all worth it. It's like, wow, look, I've got the star inlays, I've got the stripes on it now. Just need to do the blue, and then we can start putting a clear on it, and finally we can start assembling it. I do still have to do the black stripe around the headstock. A lot of stuff still left to do, but I'd say the biggest and the hardest part, getting the red on it and then now getting the white on it, that part's done now, so we can go ahead and move on. Once again, this is No Budget DIY. I did do a video, I think I said that, a little short showing the mask, so you'll see that listed on my channel as well. Again, and hopefully we'll have the blue stripe on within the next day or two after this white dries good, and we'll have another video coming soon. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.